I will never ever be sick of food wars. When I was thinking about what to make, I remembered someone made these stuffed chicken wings or wing gyozas.
That's delicious. That is simply delicious.
We're pretty much making the same thing, we're just gonna switch it up a bit, but it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so step one is to debone our chicken wings, which is a lot harder than I thought. Mine didn't come with wingtips, it was just the drum and the flat. For the drum bone, we had to make a cut around the bone to remove the ligaments and then kind of scrape down to get to the joint. Then once you're at the joint, snap to remove the bone from the joint and then kind of twist and pull in the same motion and kind of towards yourself as well, and the bone should just pop right out. Step two, be patient. You don't want to end up with a ripped wing like I did several times.
Oh my gosh. And there's a hole.
But what we're trying to do here is we're trying to remove the cartilage, which kind of joins the drum bone to the flat bones. I can't really give you great advice because sometimes it worked for me, sometimes it didn't, but the best I can say is to just take your time and don't rush it. I will actually link the video down below which I used to kind of help me, and they showed the deboning process pretty well over there, so I suggest you use that instead of what I'm telling you here. But anyway, you have to cut away this cartilage, and once you've done that, you're onto the flat bones. So to remove the flat bones, again, cut around the ligaments to remove it from the joint area, and then just scrape down until you get to like the wingtip joint to the flat joint, and then again just pop it out, and it should just pop right out. If it doesn't, you can try and cut into the joint to try and remove the bone, and that should work. Honestly, the more you do it, the better you get, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty satisfying when you get your first one, especially if you've been failing a lot of times.
Let's go. Let's go.
Anyway, now we have our deboned chicken wings. It's optional, but I wanted to season mine. And so to season mine, I pretty much just use salt, sugar, and some paprika. And this in turn should allow our chicken to retain more moisture when it comes to cooking it down the line. And then whilst we're letting that absorb those flavors, it's onto the filling. So in the actual anime, the main protein they use in the filling is pork. And I wanted to change it up a bit and try a prawn one, just because seafood slaps. So we keep the rest of the ingredients the same, namely the cabbage, mushroom, garlic, ginger, soy sauce, sesame oil, mirin, salt, black pepper. And when I was watching Chef PK's video on this, he used hoisin, and I kind of like that idea, so we're going to do the same here. Anyway, we process that together and then add in our pork/prawn or another protein of your choice, or no protein at all. And then it's time to put this filling into our wings. So for the prawn one, I just used my hands just because it was easier to grab. And then for the pork, shout out again to Chef PK for this technique. I put it into a freezer bag, I cut the corner, and I kind of just piped that in. And then time for deviation number 2. So a while back, I watched WING GYOZA, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, 24-hour chicken recipe. And I remember being blown away when he added this like liquid batter. Just because one of my pet peeve things to do in the kitchen is to fry chicken in that typical flour, egg, different stations type of thing. It doesn't sit well with me. I don't know why. So what we'll do instead is flour, cornstarch, baking soda, ice water, and season with some salt and pepper. Mix it in with the wings and then fry it again at a slightly higher temperature for extra crispiness. And then just to be on the safe side, you should have like a sacrificial wing which you can cut into and then check the inside to make sure it's cooked all the way through. And if not, you can go in for the extra fry, but I'll just chuck them all in the oven. Now time for the sauces. I made a mango chili sauce, right? But the footage got corrupted, so you're not going to be seeing any of that. You can see it in like one of the shots I use. And the second sauce I did make was a creamy sweet buffalo sauce. And it's pretty simple. I just added about 1 to 1.5 ratio of butter to hot sauce of your choice. I used Frank's Red Hot. And before I added in the hot sauce, I also added in some minced garlic. And I mixed that in until bubbles started to form and then took that off the heat. I then added golden syrup and cream, mixed that to combine, and then I added some mayonnaise as well. And I got these weird lumps forming, so I just chucked the whole mixture into a blender, and then that kind of solved the issue. Not sure if it's the right thing to do, but hey, it worked for now. Anyway, season to taste, mix the sauces in with your wings, plate as desired, and you're pretty much done.
The buffalo sauce slaps. Whoa! That's delicious. That is simply delicious.
From start to finish, this was more time consuming than I thought it was going to be, but it was definitely worth it in the end. And if you have watched up to this far, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.